guys, so this will be my second Should You Read trilogy review, kind of. So you'll see me in the same shirt, same hat, and all that. But really excited to record this one. Had some early morning time. Woke up. I was like, you know what? I'm going to record some of these. And this is my favorite Robin Hobb series. This is the Liveship Trader series. You have Ship of Magic. You have Mad Ship. And finishing with Ship of Destiny. Characters you love to hate, characters you hate to love, characters you just hate. Everybody's life gets turned upside down. We're not in West Philadelphia, but it's a lot of fun. So let's start out. I will give you an overview of the entire series, what goes on with the entire series, I guess. We have a live ship, okay? Live ships are made out of this magical wood called wizard wood. We know nothing about it at the beginning of the series. We look at the maps, if you're a map person like me, and this is set in the same world as the SYR trilogy with Fitz. You just go down the coast. You've got Buckkeep up here. Go all the way down the coast. You go past Jamila. You go down in the Bingtown is where this is set. It's a ship voyage, so it's set in a couple different places. You go down to the Pirate Isles, but basically you're on the same coast. You just go down the coast to the south. The people in the north, they call them weirdos. They mention them a few times. One certain character, maybe two, cross over. And so that's really, really interesting. You kind of have some throwbacks, references in a couple different ways. But it's really, really cool because your live ship is, after 3 captains die on her deck, becomes alive with his spirit, with his, what would you call that? His memories get imprinted into the wood, which gives her a personality. Live ships can also be male, but the main live ship is Vivacia, who is the family live ship of the Vestrit family. We kind of come into the story as things are very, very on their head. Kyle is the captain of the ship, but you can tell he hasn't been the captain for long. A lot of the crew is going to leave. They did this voyage with him. First voyage without the main captain. The main captain's been sick, so the captain comes back on board to die, and she wakes up. Captain Ephraim Vestrit, who is Althea's dad. So Althea's dad dies at the beginning of the book, so she's conflicted because her dad just died, and she wanted to be first mate on the ship, but Kyle doesn't trust her, thinks that she's the untrustworthy sister, wants her to go be a lady with dresses and all that. She's like, I've been a sailor my whole life. My dad's trained me to be a sailor. My dad's trained me for this ship. The thing about live ships is live ships have to have a family member on board. So Althea is supposed to be the family member that rides with her and is conversing with her and communicating with her. She literally can put her hand on the ship and talk to the ship from anywhere in the ship. Even though the figurehead has the voice, the whole ship is alive. The figurehead is just a avatar of the actual ship. And so she gets kicked off the ship. She's kind of adrift. Wintro, who we hadn't met yet up until this point, is sent. He wants to be a priest. He's brought home because Kyle is not part of the family. He married into the family. Althea's mother convinced her father before he died to make Kyle the captain. And she wanted Althea home as well. She didn't like the fact that Althea was on the ship and going to be part of the ship. And so she thought Kyle was a good man and Kyle would take care of the ship. Immediately, he turns it into a slave ship, which is really, really bad. Not something you should ever do to a live ship because her emotions, her feelings, when they bleed and are hurt, all that goes through the wood. She absorbs all that. And really a lot of the problems, we already have a catalyst of the father dying. Then we have the catalyst of all the turnover and all that, and Wintro coming onto the ship, because Wintro wants to be a priest. His mother is Althea's sister, and his father is Kyle. And so Kyle treats him so poorly. The second mate treats him really, really poorly. Kyle kind of makes him his overseer and does everything he can to bully him and be mean to him. He's like a 13-year-old boy. You're not supposed to do that to kids. I understand life on a ship is hard, but really, I think Wintro kind of becomes our Fitz of the story. Althea, you think, would become your Fitz of the story, but she's more of a hero. Wintro's more of your tragic character. And then we go into Madship. We get to meet Paragon, who's the Madship. He, for certain reasons, we do learn why he's mad and what's going on with him. We learn more about Wizardwood. We learn more about Liveships. We learn more about what's going on there. Because of this ship, we get Paragon to start sailing again. Last time he sailed, he killed his whole crew. And so Brashen, who was the first mate on, this is a bit of a spoiler, but Brashen, who was first mate in on Captain Vestrit's ship before Kyle took over, gets his chance to become a Liveship captain with Paragon. But it's super, super scary, super dangerous. He's telling everybody he's going to kill everybody. Favorite book in the series. Really, really enjoy it. And then Ship of Destiny kind of ends it. It gives you... We go back to these characters, sort of. I didn't even bring up Malta and then the Rainwild traders. There's so much that happens. So many cool, interesting things that happen. There's the satrap of Jamila. He comes down, makes himself all... He becomes a whole character in his own right. There's other female characters who are... what's her name? Cyrilla? I think Cyrilla is her name. But all that gets tied up here in this book. But we do kind of meet these characters again in another trilogy later. It's actually 4 books. But that's later. Right now, I'm just talking about these. These are good. I really want to tell you, what I would love to say is I don't love tragedy as much as some people. A lot of the people tell me that the Fitz series is their favorite because of just Fitz and the Fool and what he goes through and Shade and all of the things that happen in that trilogy. And as much as I like that, I really, really, really enjoy Seafaring Adventure. Seafaring Adventure is one of my favorites. I find it just really, really fun. Maybe that's my sci-fi in me, where I like spaceship travel and spaceship adventures. And Seafaring Adventures were, sailing off into the unknown. It's just so much fun to think about. And I think if we remember just how much fun you have with that, you remember just how much fun it is to learn about pirates. I didn't even talk about Kenneth, the pirate captain, and his storyline is super, super cool. I really don't want to spoil it for you. What I'll do is I'll do individual reviews on all the books with spoilers. I'll go ahead and I'll spoil the crap out of it. We'll talk about it. Because I do want to talk about it. I want to tell you my thoughts. I want to tell you what's going on. I want to tell you. But this is non-spoilers. Should you read the series? Heck yes. I think you totally should. And I'll leave you with that. It's delightful. It really, really is. I think, personally, this is Robin Hobb's best series. But I haven't read all of her books yet. I've read the first 4 series that she's done, and I need to read the 5th one. So what I'll do is I'll leave you here, and you go pick these up. Go read Fitz's story first. It just makes sense. There are some spoilers that happen. Not huge spoilers. I don't. Personally, I think you could just read the series and not be spoiled because it's so vague, the hints that you get. But I think you should. I think you should go read the Fitz series first. Read them in chronological order. It makes sense, especially when you get to the next trilogy. You do need to read both of the first 2 before you go into the 3rd trilogy, because everything gets spoiled in the 3rd trilogy. So definitely don't just pick up the 3rd trilogy, because everything else will get spoiled. So, all right, I'm out. I'm gone. Bye. See ya. Love you.